I personally consider Third Ward the cultural epicenter of Houston. It's a predominantly African-American area. I look at Third Ward as like the Harlem of Texas, or the Brooklyn of Texas. You know, it's a place where everybody comes. You eat, you go to school, you meet people, and that sort of thing. There's all kind of cool things to do on the Alameda Strip and Emancipation Corridor Strip. A lot of thriving businesses and that sort of thing. And a lot of artists live here.
So the TréPhonos project is a collaboration of 24 artists and residents in the Third Ward. They're repurposed payphones that have been hacked and programmed to feature audio that is from the Third Ward.
It is a beautiful dream realized.
There's 3 visual artists. There's 3 ambassadors who also curate the payphone.
My name is Kofi Tahaka. I have the privilege, the honor, and the responsibility.
And then we worked with 18 residents that are historically relative to the area based on like history. Or musicians, local musicians that have been in the community for years.
All right, how many hip hop heads I got in here?
All of the ambassadors or curators, we all live in the community. So this is not, you know, a news story or something that goes off. We lived it.
There's 3 phones. One of them's got songs from Third Ward musicians. Another one's got spoken stories of history from Third Ward residents. And the third one has field recordings of the neighborhood at significant locations. So as soon as you pick it up, it gives you instructions and an introduction, a brief one from all the 3 ambassadors for each phone. And whenever you push one of the buttons 1 through 9, it'll play you either a song or a story or a sound, depending on which phone you're at.
So I'm listening to the Jack Yates family right now, and I know them, but I'm learning some stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And whenever you hold star, it records your voice onto the handset.
You do this.
When you hit 0, it'll play back your recording, so you can leave a message for the next user. And whenever when you hit the change release button, it'll play you another little Easter egg.
The change you're looking for starts with you.
And if you hold down the coin release switch at the top of the phone, it'll play from an external speaker, so you can hear it with multiple people.
And there's something about pushing a button also that's very satisfying, at least it is for me, as opposed to these fake buttons that we use on a phone on interfaces, right? It's fun.
Well, it's quite funny. I'm a pretty hardcore activist dealing with issues that confront people of African ancestry. And when I was invited into the project, I didn't know how that was going to work out. But it worked out tremendously because they allowed me an opportunity to put forward the stories, the foundation of the Third Ward community. And they did the artistic part, which has been a beautiful marriage.
My particular phone is called the TréSonic Sounds Project.
What do I love about Third Ward? What's not to love about Third Ward?
And it's really cool. I also have haikus on there. You know, I did some haikus on gentrification and how I feel about that. It's vintage, but it's also futuristic at this point because a lot of people haven't seen a payphone.
I think there's this sense of like uncanny, and I think that's really exciting.
Today, I'm speaking with the founder and executive.
It opens up something inside you, like, what is that? I'm interested.
When you invest in the people, salvation is in line.
I was privileged to have been around when payphones were pretty much everywhere, and now they're not. You know, now it's like you'd have to really dig to find a payphone. So here we have these time capsules with our own spin on them, own unique creative spin on them, and they're really cool, they look great, they're wonderfully crafted, and they're for anybody to enjoy out in public, and you don't have to even put a quarter in it.
So this phone, when we talk about Third Ward, it's talking about major institutions like Texas Southern University, Emancipation Park, and many others. And it's coming from people who actually lived, have worked this particular history. And there's no filter between the people who pick up that payphone and hear the stories, our story told from our own perspective. Being in the artistic realm has helped expand my horizons and the way I look at the world and how we can change things.
We are phenomenal people. Forward ever, backward never.
You're in Third Ward and this is the history. And this is a way to ingest that history and know.
We are phenomenal people. Forward ever, backward never.